Thank you so much, DK. Thank you, Jen, for having me. And this is such an incredible venue and setting. It's been a while since been in the presence of so many people. It's kind of amazing, actually. So I'm Gloria at Siteline. We are modernizing construction finance. So I'd love to tell you first a little bit more about myself and why I'm building a company in this space. So I love building boring financial infrastructure. There's just something about building efficiency and bringing access to a huge number of people that really gets me excited. I've done this a couple times before. I was part of the early team building Apple Pay at Apple ages ago, and I was the first product manager at Stripe. How did I get into construction? You might be wondering. My dad worked in construction, so part of my motivation for working on Siteline and building Siteline is to make life easier for millions of hardworking contractors like my dad. And what really sparked the genesis of Siteline was my co-founder Joel and we partnered up, and he had recently bought a house. He had remodeled it. And does anyone here have experience remodeling something or know somebody who went through a remodel? Just curious to get a show of hands. Well, Joel went through this experience, and it was just a terrible experience. It was, cost twice as much as it was supposed to. It took twice as long as it was scheduled for. And for those of you that raised your hand, you probably have an inkling that that's not a unique problem that Joel faced. It is actually a pretty common thing. Fundamentally, there are a lot of reasons why construction is an industry that can be a lot more efficient. And it turns out that one of the kind of open secrets in construction is that it is incredibly hard to get paid, which you also might be thinking, that's a bit of surprise. I feel like I can go around as a consumer and I can pay for things easier. And there's a bunch of industries where getting paid is pretty simple. Like, can't you just give somebody a one-page invoice and get paid millions of dollars? Turns out that's not how construction works at all. There are very specific industry workflows that are due to legal or compliance requirements, or simply the way that the industry has evolved to manage risk between so many parties. It's an incredibly collaborative industry, and just makes it really complicated to get paid. So each month, for the contractors that we serve, and by the way, these are large commercial contractors. These are actually real photos from projects that our customers are working on that they have built, which is really cool. So, for example, we're working with the contractor that built all of the incredible architectural glass panels at Terminal 1 at SFO. We're working with the mechanical contractor who did a lot of HVAC work and sheet metal work on Kaiser hospitals, which are a huge sector growing in the state. And what we do is we really help them with this process. Every single month, they have to generate this really big stack of paperwork currently to get paid. And what we do is we automate that process. This photo on the left is another real picture from one of our customers. This is how they were managing billing before Siteline. It's so manual, as you can see. It's whiteboards, it's pieces of paper dropped off in a basket at somebody's desk. It's managing endless revisions of spreadsheet versions and emails and hoping that things don't get lost. And with Siteline, what we're able to do is, I mean, we're just at like the very beginning stages of our company. We have this huge vision to modernize the whole stack of construction finance, but by just starting with automating billing for large trade contractors, what we're able to do is to create a system. And you can think of it as just simply applying good code and design to a problem that's really massive and widespread. So similar to if you've tried to handle recruiting without an ATS or manage sales forces without a CRM, you will know that when you solve these things with a system of record where everybody has great visibility and transparency into what's happening, you make a massive impact on the team and on the business. You're able to avoid very expensive mistakes, keep everybody rowing in the same direction, and ultimately just achieve greater business results. So that is, so we found product market fit. Our customers absolutely love the product. One of our customers told us that she went on vacation for the first time in 2 years because she was so scared to leave before. She was worried that people wouldn't be able to handle billing right, and the whole company would suffer because they wouldn't be able to generate revenue. So she was able to encode that into Siteline software. We are now focused on commercializing, or more focused on scaling our commercial efforts. We're growing rapidly. Recently, another fun anecdote, in one of our contract negotiations, a very large contractor, actually, we tried to sign, we were like, let's sign a 1-year contract. They're like, let's sign a 10-year contract. We really want to make sure that Siteline doesn't go away for us. So here are the roles that we are hiring for. We are focused on hiring a front-end engineer and a head of marketing. Particularly, we're a company that's very focused on diversity, so I'm particularly interested, especially excited to talk to people who are female or non-binary candidates, folks from non-traditional backgrounds. We are a super thoughtful team with great camaraderie who like hanging out with each other and building something great together. So even if it doesn't seem like an exact fit, if you're in an area of specialty that's not one of these, I'm happy to chat. That's why I'm here. Thank you.